Let's go now to Accra, where Straight Talk Africa host Shaka Ssali is standing by with the latest on Mr. Obama's visit. Shaka, hello, once again.
Yes, please. Yes, Vincent.
Yeah, just a minute before you continue with our guest.
Here, of course.
Before you continue with our guest, we have something that we'd like you to listen into.
Yes, Shaka, we're going to hear from Presidential Advisor Michelle Gavin, who told VOA's Joe De Capua just Thursday there in Italy about what to expect from Mr. Obama's trip while there in Ghana. We just listen for a minute.
The President is going to address Parliament there. What message will he give?
One of admiration for what's been done thus far in Ghana, but he'll also be speaking to a broader African audience. And I think this is what I just talked about, this importance of governance, the fundamental importance of governance for moving forward on all these other fronts is something that he very much wants to talk about. And he's going to talk about mutual responsibility. We have responsibilities as partners. There's always a lot of talk about partnering with African nations, wanting to be good partners and new partnerships. That comes with real responsibilities. But there are African responsibilities too. And they're not just responsibilities of leaders. They're responsibilities of citizens, and talking about civic responsibility, how there are many examples where the manifestations of that have really helped to drive countries forward in terms of governance progress and development progress. And so that's what he wants to talk about, shared responsibilities and how we can move forward together.
Shaka Ssali, just to pick up from what Ms. Gavin was saying, that has been an issue that a lot of African countries have been raising, that they want more partnership with the U.S. instead of always aid and assistance. What do you think Mr. Obama will be, how do you think Mr. Obama will be steering his message along those lines of mutual responsibility and also maybe paving the way for more partnership as opposed to assistance?
I think, of course, he will be telling the Africans that they need to really make sure that they take care of their own affairs, that they work very hard at whatever they endeavor, that they embrace democracy, for example. And I think this is some...
Okay, Shaka, let's...
and I think this is something I'm sure that former Ghanaian President General Rawlings would agree with. What kind of message, really, if you were to talk to us from the deepest, better part of the bottom of your heart and soul, what would you like to hear from President Obama when he addresses Africa tomorrow?
Quite frankly, I think the issue of good governance, the rule of law, deepening our democracy will be his subjects, okay? Mm-hmm. However, I would only want to enhance these points simply by saying that he emerged out of the desire for America to put across her best. He is a reflection of the best of America. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to make you understand that his qualities, his ethical values, his principles are not only desirable for Americans, but that is what also the world desires and wants. That's what we want in Ghana, in Nigeria, in any part of the world. Mm-hmm. Okay? However, let's hope that under his leadership, mm-hmm. the culture of the decay in the culture of democracy, of justice, that we suffered before he emerged, mm-hmm. let's hope that he'll be able, together with his machinery, assist the rest of the world to restore the lost grounds that we suffered over the last 8 to 10 years before he emerged. That is going to be an arduous and Herculean task.
How do you respond to those who will say, yes, wait a minute, it's okay to talk the talk, but how do you in fact walk that talk? How can he expect the Africans to walk the walk? How is he going, for example, to reward countries like yours, which have embraced democracy, and deny rewards countries that somehow increasingly continue to go into dictatorship?
Thank you very much. That's why I said earlier on, don't make the mistake of attempting to, equate an electoral victory or process with a democratic culture. Mm-hmm. We went through an electoral process, lost, and we suffered one of the most corrupt dictatorial regimes under the unipolar this thing of Tony Blair and whatever it is. The people who couldn't take it anymore, and thankfully, with Nigeria's partial intervention, and believe it, because we were on the verge of another explosion because they were trying to tamper with the figures. And Yar'Adua had to send his senior general to come and warn Kufuor, don't attempt it, otherwise Ghana might blow up. And that's when they let it go. The figures that are being published are false. So, we were far in ahead. So in effect, yes, go
So
ahead.
you agree
Shaka,
with those people, in fact,
Shaka.
who say that there was an element of electoral
Massively.
engineering?
Oh, please. It happened in 2004. Western powers actually urged him to continue because they could not take the idea that a regime that had come in through an electoral process, you know, could be thrown out in only 4 years. As a result of which, they were urged on to take another 4 years. But the people could not take it any longer.
I'm afraid
Now, thank
we
you
have
very
to go for a
much,
break, so
yes.
when we come back, of course, we'll
Okay.
give you the opportunity to say what you want to say.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shaka.